Because if your health gets low, you get the Colin Blade.
Hi guys, this is your favorite caster. Third time lucky for those guys who are watching online. This is a remake, or the third remake, but I'm going to do the segues again just for those guys watching the recast. As you can see on your screen, and add there for a community called Company Gamers. Company Gamers being very, very strong in terms of New Zealand's e-game presence or esports presence. They do StarCraft 2, they do League of Legends, and they're looking to do the same with Dota 2, if not better. So make your presence known to the guys on the Barcraft site there. You can see their web address. Go along. I think there's an email address and a link you can click in terms of letting them know that you're around, and they will be doing something big, particularly after Tier 3. They're looking to do something amazing. And we have a quick look here at some other plugins. Southern Cross Dota being a hub, a community hub that's looking to promote all events. They don't run any events of their own. They have vlogs and they have guides and they have a really interesting forum structure. So you should go along, sign up, and give your support to those guys because they are looking to grow the community in both countries. This is round 6 of Series 2. Pull A round, I should say. It is GTB versus 420. Both teams doing exceptionally well in the earlier pull picks phase, and also coming through this event. It is one of them is going to have the chance going on to join GD in the next round of gaming. One of them being eliminated completely. So hopefully we'll see amazing plays because I'm expecting both of these teams to come in. And as I said, it's remake number 3, so this is going to go very, very quickly. Introducing the legendary Avril, who I've already had in a number of co-casts. Why don't you say hi?
Hey man, hey Omega Kai, you said earlier that you're everyone's favorite caster. You're definitely my favorite caster, and I'm glad to be here. And I like how quickly we're moving through these picks and bans at the moment. I wish more games were this quick because it just shows people either know exactly what they want in terms of picks and bans, or we're doing a third remake.
Yeah, a third remake quickly there. We see that they've banned out all the bans being very, very traditional, being very top-end gameplays in terms of what you see currently in the scene. We see a Lifestealer pickup, we see a Chen pickup, we see a Darkseer pickup for that solo offlane, and Chen making his, I think it's his second appearance in the Kiwi Challenge Series, third experience in the Kiwi Challenge Series. He was only played twice in Series 1, and then we saw earlier tonight that being played very, very well by Fresco. On the other hand, we see almost every game has an Alchemist, and your favorite hero, that Magnus.
Queen of...
I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a tiny bit excited there. I sort of jumped off my chair. That was pretty nice. I like seeing Magnus in games. He just offers a lot. Really good hero. Combos well with everything. If you don't have a Magnus on the team, you better make sure the other team doesn't have one either. But I like GTB's picks too. I think they got a lot of really strong synergized picks at the moment. Lifestealer kind of works with all of these heroes. Queen of Pain especially. You got your next bomb. You got what you want there. Now you just need another support for your tri-lane, and you got that pretty much sorted. And with 420, their picks are pretty good too. So for Alchemist, Magnus, Bane, can't go wrong with that. Got a good shutdown for the Lifestealer. I would actually say, possibly something else that goes through BKB as well. I mean, it might be a tiny bit overkill, but we haven't seen Beastmaster yet, and I think it's a really good hero, especially against a Lifestealer. And it doesn't rely on a channeling ulti, so you don't need to channel this Fiend's Grip, and you've got this amazing ulti that will just shut down the Lifestealer. But Gyrocopter, pretty good too. Feeling it, definitely feeling both of them.
I'm with you. I'm feeling it. Beastmaster having fallen in popularity since you might say last year's TI2. Beastmaster used to be a good pickup for the Radiant side in terms of their mid position, but they've already got a mid here in terms of Magnus, and they've got that Gyro that could fill that solo lane. So I don't actually feel a Beastmaster here.
He can offlane.
I'm feeling another support in the form of maybe a Lina or something that's going to add to this tri-lane, because it's obviously going to be a tri-lane that involves Magnus, involves Alchemist.
Well, no. Ooh.
And I see that
hard to say, really,
GTB thinking on the same.
Solo.
Yeah, they're saying GTB on the same. They're thinking on the same thought here because they've banned out the Keeper of the Light, whereas the Radiant side, or I should say the team that doesn't have a logo, 420, banning out a long lane.
Which they don't need to ban out, because Darkseer is going to that lane, but I guess they just don't want to deal with a hero like Clockwork, because Clockwork's a really good hero. But I was going to say that the way 420 can lane this is Magnus can off-lane pretty safely, Gyro can mid, and then you've got Alchemist, Bane, plus one more hero in your tri-lane. Actually, a pretty decent counter for...
5 seconds.
I was gonna say a really decent counter against Chen is Clinks, but I don't think they're gonna pick up a Clinks. But in a lot of games, a really good counter to either Clinks or Enchantress is like a Chen or a Doom. Sorry, Clinks or a Doom pickup actually, because you can instantly kill a creep. But I suppose if you buy like a Midas on Alchemist or Jaro, that pretty much counters Chen as well. But I'm expecting some sort of third kind of what should I say? Third tri-lane pickup here. Jakira wouldn't actually be too bad. Jakira works well with Magnus, works well with the Bane setup, works well with Alchemist.
Yeah, and in saying that,
Probably a
I'm
nice pickup
thinking,
here.
I'm thinking
Or
that's
Rubik.
that's what 420 is going to be looking to pick up for their trailing. If Jinkira does not get picked by Go to Bed, I think you'll see either Visage or Jinkira being picked up by 420, because I just see him fitting really, really well into a trailing with Bane and Alchemist, with Magnus in the middle and Jarcraft in the long lane. That's how I'm calling it, though.
Well, Jaro. Well, yeah. I think Jaro is better mid and Magnus is better offlane because Jaro doesn't offlane very well. Mag can definitely offlane, whereas Jaro doesn't do as well in that offlane.
No.
In fact, whoa! I got an even better idea. I think Alchemist Bane and then a really strong tri-lane hero to go offensively against this.
Well, Shadow Demon's still in the pool, so there's the potential there.
No, he's not. Shadow Demon's gone. Shadow Demon's gone.
Oh, I'm miscast
And
there.
you got no combo. You got no combo with Shadow Demon either, because Lish is gone, and you know you've only got one pick left, so you don't pick up Shadow Demon unless you got a good combo with him, and Rubik's gone as well. So if 420 are really smart about this, they're gonna go offensively against this life stealer sort of tri-lane, because they got a Chen, and Chen's nice, but he doesn't really add as much to tri-lane as anybody else that you can pick up
yeah,
right
this is definitely, I think, here. Chen is going to be jungling with Darkseer in the long lane, Queen of Pain mid, with Lifesteal and Sand King in probably a defensive safe lane, whereas the Alchemist, the Bane, and whatever they pick up here, are probably going to go for an offensive tri-lane. Witch Doctor, with Magnus in the middle, and against a Gyrocopter versus a Darkseer, how well do you think that's going to work out?
If 420 do what I think they should do, and they don't do what's standard, which is just tri-lane versus solo. If they go tri-lane versus tri-lane, I think Gyro does extremely well against Darkseer. So, you know, it's something that they should do. And Witch Doctor, you know, it kind of works. It's not too bad. Not going to be amazing against a Life Stealer, but otherwise, you know, it's okay. I personally thought Lena would have been better. You got really good setup from the Nightmare on Bane. Lena would have been the obvious choice for me, or Jakiro, one of those two heroes. So, not quite liking Witch Doctor too much. You don't see Witch Doctor generally, and he's not even. I don't know if you look at Witch Doctor's items right now. This guy's rushing like Null Talisman or something, so he's not even going support items. Don't see smoke. Don't see any wards. Nothing. This guy's. Is he gonna solo? Okay, I'm now fully confused.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he is going into that support role, because you can see all the support items initially being picked up by the Bane, and the counterwise on GTB, Chen picking up the Sentry wards, and, you know, obviously the what do you call it, the Darkseer picking up normal wards, so the lanes don't look traditional in the sense at all.
Oh, okay, no, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Some shout out to me. Someone, I don't actually know who that is, but someone knows me. Anyway, I actually think I get what they're doing now. Alchemist is going to solo against the Darkseer, and they're going to tri-lane with the Gyrocopter. So, you know, that might work. It doesn't work as well as the Alchemist, because the Alchemist Unstable Concoction is just so much better in that tri-lane, because you need the time to set up the Unstable Concoction. You basically, I say channel, it's not really a channel, but you basically got to wait like however long it takes to get that Unstable Concoction up, and that would have worked really well in the tri-lane. But I dig it. I dig Alchemist solo against Darkseer. This guy is going to get decent farm against Darkseer, or he should.
You can shut it down a little bit, especially if you get that early level in the acid spray. It can help sort of deal with that sort of natural push you're going to get from the Darkseer. So you're not going to be too threatened in terms of Iron Shell creeps coming in your melee, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he is going to get that earlier acid spray to sort of help deal with that slightly, but he still has the luxury of having a support nearby. I guess he might be able to call on a support to come and pull and stack these pulls down the bottom. Meanwhile, on the top lane, this dual lane of both Sand King and Lifestealer, I don't know if they're going to do too well because they've got two good stunners, but they're both melee, and they're going to sort of be probably pushed out of lane by this combination of all the heroes that are all ranged, basically.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. This is like a really hard lane now for this GTB. For the GTB side, because you got two melees going up against three ranged, and what should actually be happening right now is one of these supports. You know, unless you're gonna go for this kill, which you're not now because you're on tower, so you're not gonna dive. But if you weren't planning to go really hardcore, then the supports should be doing what they're doing now, which is looking for this Chen. Look for this Chen. Start warding, start being really annoying, make sure they can't pull, because they know this Chen is missing, and they should be looking for this Chen.
Yeah, and so you can see the CS at the top lane. It is even though we said it's a hard lane, the last minute basically keeping toe to toe with the gyro, and I think it's just because they've got this threat with the Burrow Strike and the open wounds. They don't want to get too close, and also I think this Witch Doctor and this Bane not really coming in enough to harass. They're being very, very, very cautious.
Oh, they should initiate here. Why is there no Nightmare? Oh man, this guy Bane hasn't actually skilled anything. Why is it that Banes now don't skill a Nightmare or don't skill anything at level 1? This is really confusing.
We've seen this.
Sand King was really forward, and Sand King was really forward, and they didn't initiate. That's really weird.
Yeah, we've seen this a number of times where they don't pick up a level, and he does it just then. They've picked up one level in Brain Step and one level in Nightmare. I don't know why that is, but we've seen it 3 or 4 times in my cast where there's no skills. Oh, Gyro being out of position.
It makes a little bit of sense.
Gyro being out of position. It looks like
he's too quick. He's too quick.
Wow.
He's too quick. He's okay. Because I think the thing with this tri-lane, well, I think with Bane in general is you don't want to. I guess my understanding is you want to save that skill point in case you want to get brain sap, because if you're going really offensive, brain sap might actually be better than Nightmare, because it's pure damage and it's good early damage. It's 90 pure damage, so you know you got to respect that. You got to respect the amount of early game damage that it adds. So I sort of get why you might not get it straight away, but yeah, still.
I don't know, it's like, quite often you see in Premier League games or Tier 1 games, no one picking up an early skill on a number of different heroes because they don't want to commit just yet because they don't know who they're going to be laning against. Once you
don't know if Bane's one of those heroes, though.
Yeah, once you know you're definitely
Possibly.
up against a Lifestealer, you should be picking up that Nightmare immediately.
Well, I mean, more so that there's no other initiation here. What is Witch Doctor going to initiate? You've got a Paralyzing Clask. Oh, this is hilarious. You got like a Witch Doctor versus Chen going 1v1 on the sentries. Both put sentries down. They're trying to de-ward each other's sentries, and they both kill each other's sentries at exactly the same time. That was pretty funny.
The Alchemist in the bottom lane picking up that 2 levels of Acid Spray, just as I said, he's going to use that Acid Spray to kind of counteract this pushing power that this Darkseer is going to have. And I've seen this before. It does mean he's not going to really be beneficial into the sort of really late game, because he's going to be, you'd think he'd pick up just as much fun, but he's not. He's going to be worried about these Iron Shells, and he's going to be harassed quite a bit.
He's taking too much damage from Iron Shells. I would have thought, to be honest, I think he should have gone Tranquil in this lane. Tranks would have been really helpful in this lane. He really needed the health regen. It was that, or he'd be forced to buy a Ring of Health, and he probably doesn't want to buy a Ring of Health because that builds into Vanguard, and that's nice. But you probably
we see an amazing.
Actually, he's gonna get first blood.
Nice dive there by Dino Might, who is I think he's a stand-in for this particular team. A good surge around as well, and he does pick off that Alchemist, who overextends and sort of sticks around too much. Good play there by the Darkseer. That's going to help shut down that early or that late game farm for the Alchemist.
That's a really good kill, because Alchemist is solo farming. He's got a max Greevil's Greed. The guy's already got the most last hits in the game at the moment. Getting that kill, that was crucial. That's like, I don't want to say game changer, but that definitely changes the game. So it kind of is a game changer because it just changed the game.
We can see in the mid here, this Queen of Pain very much dominating the CS, as well as really driving this Magnus out. Magnus looking for runes, but this Queen of Pain, I think she's really no, she hasn't picked up. No one's picked it up. It's not even 6 minutes yet. I'm not sure why.
Hasn't spawned.
He was looking for the 4-minute rune at 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. And
it's a bit late.
It's a bit late, yeah. And Queen of Pain is, I think she already picked it up because she's got the bottle that's full of charges, and I think it was a DD.
Queen of Pain going for the kill.
Saves himself with a skewer. Oh no, he does get picked off with the poison.
Poison ticks.
Piercing.
Good plays here.
I would have just thrown an extra right click to be safe, and he could have easily thrown another right click in. Shout out to Aaron. I actually know this guy in real life. Aaron, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure I know him in real life. This is pretty cool. So I've played with some of these guys in pubs, and then I probably know one of them in real life. Weird, hey.
Man, this is Go to Bed team showing what their true to form, what they did in the previous game, which was they completely wiped the table with AG. I think it was like
sending 420 to bed.
Yeah, and I think they're going to do the same. They're sending them to bed. They're saying, look, you've had enough. It's time for you to go to sleep, and we're going to show you how to play Dota. And this is great. I like to see these new teams coming through with good play potential, as we see here. I'm not sure what to say. This is the kind of one of the cases, and that's interesting because you want to see what happens, but it does feel like
got something to say.
It does feel as though the Radiant has more control.
No, because they're losing this tri lane, and they're not losing it in the traditional sense that they're actually dying and they're somehow giving it a dire advantage. But Go to Bed, the problem if you're gonna go tri lane, especially offensive tri lane, and you don't go offensive, you're wasting the tri lane. It's gone. You lose that tri lane. If you don't go offensive in an offensive tri lane, it's pointless. You shouldn't have done the tri lane, and that's what's happening here. And the problem is, Chen's doing what Chen's doing, and Chen isn't even coming in at the moment. Lifestealer has more last hits than Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter, this is a tri lane, and Lifestealer is doing better than Gyrocopter in this tri lane because they haven't even initiated.
And immediately, as you say, they should abandon this tri lane or do something. They do. They rotate into bottom with TPs, looking to pick up this Darkseer. Both these guys going to initiate on it. Yeah, and here comes the Melodix, followed by a stun, possibly a Nightmare. Yeah, and
Good Nightmare. Nightmare.
Oh no, what was it?
It doesn't last though.
The Melodix actually burning. Yeah.
The Melodic ticked. Meanwhile, top.
Radiant's middle tower is
Good play by GTB, noticing as soon as the supports disappeared, boom, gone this Gyrocopter, he's got no one helping him, he's going to go straight down, and straight down he did.
GPT,
as I said, they're losing.
Yeah, Queen of Pain looking to come into the bottom here, but not feeling it, and pulling back very, very quickly, which I think was, I don't know if that was wise or not, because we saw this rotation through from the Witch Doctor. GTP GTP need to play probably really, really smart here because they're so far behind.
Top again. Follow up? Any follow up? Oh, they're going to chase. They're diving there. No way you don't dive that. Of course you're going to dive that. You got phase boots. Yeah, you're going to get that kill.
Yeah, so much follow through, and also with the shows you the power of open wounds, and this is why Lifesteal is so strong in that sort of trail lane or even dual lane position. He's got that rage to shake off anything you can throw at him, but that open wounds twice securing kills for them, and it's now 0 for 5, completely in GTB's favor. We're seeing an almost a mirror sort of game in terms of how the previous round turned out for them, where they won so significantly against AG.
Well, a failed tri lane versus a Lifestealer, you either initiate, go balls deep, or you don't run the tri lane. And honestly, two of your core heroes have basically lost their lanes now. I don't want to say Alchemist has lost his lane, but he did die. He did die very early on, and that's affecting his farm. That's not good for him. And sneaky Darkseer sees a courier. But you know what I'm saying though. I mean,
misses it.
You know what I'm saying? Gyrocopter is one of your core heroes, and he's lost top. He's died twice top. He's gone. Unless these guys do something amazing at top now, I'm pretty much ruling him out of the game. Stand in Saxon though, not enough mana for the reverse polarity. They needed the RP, couldn't get the RP, not enough mana. He went for the skewer. I think he should have just gone for the RP and not the skewer. They needed the RP to get the kill. Didn't happen. Queen of Pain gets away. Simple as that.
Yeah, we see, looks like Sand King's coming to join mid, or potentially rotate and take over mid while Queen of Pain goes looking for a kill. Or they're going to team up together. We see Queen of Pain really going down, but he's going to scare out and get away. And it is a bit of a surprise here from the... I don't want to say surprise, but there is a bit of a save there from the Gyro, because she could have just kept pursuing that, and she probably would have got the kill if she dived, but she didn't want to commit to it because she knew there was a Gyro.
Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be.
Queen of Pain being spotted though. Oh, Alchemist knows exactly what's happening. He needs to hide quick, fast. use that Coin Blade, mate, and hide as best you can, but you can't hide from vacuum. No, you don't.
Killing spree.
And there's an easy kill there. GTB putting to bed this 420. They're not doing very well at all. It's now 6 for 0. 420 not picking up anything, and they're going to lose this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, and potentially a tower in the top lane. No, at the same time, no, it's not a trade. It's not even close to a trade.
Not even close, and GTB have got this game pretty much on lockdown. I think they've, I'm going to say they've won every single lane. They've won top easily, won mid even more easily, and just now completely dominated bottom as well. Bottom, Darkseer earlier killed Alchemist, now they've killed him again. All 3 lanes on lockdown. The game looking towards the mid is looking pretty good, and Queen of Pain picks up another kill, and this is going to be number 3.
Double kill.
She gets a double kill even. 0 for 8, you know, this roadmap to failure is really what 420's on, and just it's not their day. GTB right on form, you know. This being their first game of the day, really, and they're just showing, really wreaking havoc against 420. They don't seem to have any answers.
Like if they, you know, what the only thing GTB needs to do now is let Lifestealer solo top for a long time, because Lifestealer is going to be absolutely fine. All he needs is a Town Portal Scroll and a Rage, and he's a-okay. And then the rest of the 4 of them team fight. Chen, Queen of Pain, Darkseer, Sand King, the 4 of them team fight while Lifestealer solos, split pushes. And they've got it. This is pretty easy for GTB right now. They just need to not make any mistakes, extend their lead. Don't die, don't...
Oh wow, 420 being baited into a position here potentially. So many abilities being thrown on the Queen of Pain to try and get her, but she just gets away. Same as on Chen. We see in early... They just can't secure it, and this is a bait. This is definitely a bait. It's and they're going to try and convert this into a kill now, and I think this has backfired terribly.
The only thing that backfired there was the fact that they didn't go on this Chen. Like, what was that? Like, Chen was just sitting on tower, and no one initiated on him. Chen kind of just walked away. He even got surged.
Everything.
And he just kind of sat there and
that was a problem for 420. Everything except for Nightmare was on cooldown, and Nightmare was used to initiate that. There was nothing else, because everything else was on cooldown, because they'd all been thrown against this Queen of Pain. So I thought that might be a serious bait to get them to come in, but they didn't.
Yeah, Radiant's Courier gets killed on top of that, so if it's that Darkseer that did that, so he finally found a Courier, or it might have been Queen of Pain more likely. But notice the Dagon pick up on Queen of Pain, so you know it can work. I'm not saying it's incredible, but it's not bad. As long as you don't upgrade the Dagon, it's not a bad pickup on Queen of Pain. But what Queen of Pain really needs is to get like an Orchid now or something, rush a Sheepstick, try and really extend their lead. Even Lincoln Sphere, you know, get a Lincoln Sphere and a Queen of Pain, really strong item. Don't know about a Dagon, it might work, it might not.
This Alchemist choosing to now abandon the bottom lane now that the tower's gone and just revert to traditional farming in the jungle. Yeah, he's picked up that Shadow Blade. He probably, I'm not even sure, hopefully he doesn't go for a Hand of Midas, because that's not going to be any use really in terms of the early game.
Yeah, that's out of the question for him now. Like, if he wanted to get that, he needed to get that ages ago. And the thing about Alchemist is he's actually the kind of hero where a lot of people say don't get Hand of Midas, because he kind of doesn't need it. Greevil's Greed kind of does the same job of Hand of Midas without taking up an item slot. But you know, at the same time, you can still.
Oh wow! He tries to scurry away and he gets trapped in a vacuum, but he uses the RP to escape. I think that might have been a misplay. Waste of an RP. That wasn't a waste, because at this, you know, I think he needed that to escape. Good RP usage to get him out of there. I like the vacuum counter on the skewer. I wasn't sure that vacuum counted skewer like that, but apparently it does, and they wanted to initiate on AA, couldn't find him. Alchemist gets out of there, Shadow Bladed away. Lol, he's gone. Queen of Pain picks up another. Yeah, and this is quickly snowballing into a. This is a snowball. It's a snowball. This is officially a snowball. I'm calling it here. They've got a really uphill game here for the Radiant team. Too many easy pickoffs for this Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain shouldn't be upgrading this Dagon, because now you're delaying core items by upgrading Dagon. But you know, so far Queen of Pain's getting kills, so it's working now. But what I'm saying is that later in the game, if 420 pick up their game and team fight correctly with this Mag Witch Doctor combo, they're not out. They're not out of the game because
And another pick off
whenever
here,
you're
4
the
point
man,
of pain
you're not
on
out
the
of game.
gyro. 1 second blink with a combination of her level 2 Dagon. Didn't even need to use this Neve ult, she just used the normal screen and that was it. That's all she needed to do. She jumped in and basically two-shot the gyro. There's nothing he could really do. And he's probably thinking, what WTF, what hit me?
As Radiant's middle tower falls,
A lot of pain. The queen of pain, in fact. And Korea is about to spawn again, so now everyone's like, yeah, you get to buy my items. Yeah.
Oh, like, and now
Alchemist's still farming.
yeah. He's doing okay. He is
Probably needs to.
he needs to. He is definitely doing the best out of anyone. He's sitting at 96 with that Greevil's get at max level. He is picking up a substantial amount of gold, but I don't think that's translating into net worth.
Quinnipiac picking up another level of Dagon on the stash at the moment, getting out with haste. That was pretty easy. No worries there. Lots of fun. Wow, look at that. It's gonna take a lot of damage though. Oh, no, that was a very low level missile.
middle tower is under attack.
No, nice vacuum
Very
there.
good vacuum.
Very good vacuum. That's gonna
take 2 of them down most likely.
Spree.
open wounds. Open wounds. Yeah, I was just about to say, can they open
Easy,
wounds this?
easy.
Easy kills. They're not even really trying this. This is
Like GG.
yeah. This is 0 for 13. This is snowballed out of control. They can't seem to shut them down or stop any combos from happening. Not even that. That's a bit of a
Just
miscast.
push mid in game.
Yeah, it's not even. I don't want to say combos. I think they just can't. They've lost all the lanes. They've got this Alchemist. He's doing okay. He's leading the table in CS, but he's not leading the table in net worth. And he just doesn't have the
All they
items.
do now is, if all GTB do now is take T2, then go for a Roche. That's pretty secured. After your Roche, go for a team fight, and you're probably gonna win it. I don't even think RP is gonna really do much at this point because everyone's just looking so strong. The only mistake I wanted to add from GTB was that they weren't pressing their advantage as well as they could have. I think, they started. They kept farming. They're doing a lot of farming, doing a lot of not team fighting and not pushing when you have the advantage. And they got the team fight heroes if they want to do that. You have the Darkseer, you have the Sand King, you have the Queen of Pain, and you got a Chen on top of that with the Hand of God. So, they don't really need to be too scared of the RP, especially because we saw earlier Magnus actually had to use the RP defensively, and they should have used that time knowing RP was on cooldown to make that push, and they didn't. But they really should be extending their lead at the moment.
Yeah, and like
And
you
no
can see,
Roche
there's
is good. They're
no
not going for Roche
items.
either.
There's no items here on this Magnus. He's just got boots. He's rushed this magic wand, which he should have just abandoned for sort of the early levels. And basically, he hasn't been able to have. He doesn't have the option to sort of go for a blink dagger, even if he had wanted to, even if he had not completed that upgraded wand. Everybody's seeming really, really, really underfarmed on the Radiant, and that's a result of being 0 for 13.
And everyone on the Dire apparently getting a Dagon now because Chen's got one. So, who's next?
They sense this is a victory. They're doing what you said before. You should just end the game if you know you've got the advantage. I do think they want to end the game, but they want to do this in a way that they think they can do it. We've got 2 Dagons. We've got probably this guy's looking for this. Sand King's looking for a blink dagger. Of course, he's looking
Radiant's
for a
middle
blink dagger.
tower is under attack.
Now we see a pickup of a Dagon on
Yeah,
Lifestealer.
yeah.
This is just a Dagon game. They sense that 0 for 14. They've won this game, and now they're just going to
They
easily
don't
try and
even
end
care
it.
right now. It's
Yeah. This should be a GD call here. I think
Radiant's middle
if I was
tower is
420.
oh, that was an RP. That was an RP. Like they could have done that right then. Here, well, 3-person RP, but no one to follow up because all the damage is gone. Witch Doctor's like, I can try here, but it's not really gonna work.
double kill.
You kind of need everyone to be there, and Gyro is kind of already gone, and you have an RP, but you got no follow-up. Doesn't really make any difference.
Tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, at least this Voodoo picks up the 1 kill for the team, and at least they've got
That's their
something.
first kill.
That's their first
That's
kill.
their first kill.
And I think really, if I was on 420, this is not you're not going to have consequences from leaving early. Take from this game what you can in terms of learning, and GG out, because this can't be fun. This can't be pleasant. You must be feeling very bad right now.
I want GTB to get pushed by GD in the next game because both of these teams should show a bit more respect than just in the game. But I mean, if both teams are really just kind of mucking about now and doing what they want, and I want to see the next game. This game's over. I'm just gonna say it kind of, you know, it really is. Let's be honest here. I'm not being rude. It kind of just is. And I want to see GD really give GTB a run. I want to see GTB give
Yeah,
GD
unfortunately,
a run. I want it to be a really tight game.
unfortunately, my co-caster is not aware that they've already fought GD1. It was very, very close, but GD1, and this is actually the last game of the pool. Tomorrow being pool B. So this is actually the last of the A pool, and so whoever wins this event, which I think it's going to be GTB, goes on to join GD in the final event, which is happening in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Good. Well, in 2 weeks, I'll get my wish. So.
But you know, this is clearly one of those games where either 420 should acknowledge that they've been outplayed and GD out. Especially if it's not fun, you know, because you're in these events at this kind of level in terms of play. Yeah, at this level of play, you don't expect people to be pros, and so you are kind of doing it for an experience and fun. You want to see how well you can do, and if you've already realised that's it, we've been smashed. Maybe it's time to GG out, and at the same time, as you're right, this in GTB just really playing with them, and that's not nice. You know, everyone gets taught not to play with their food, and this is kind of what they're doing.
Drag this game on. If they could just, you know, I was gonna say this could be like a pub where 420 just sit in base, but then you realize it's actually like not a pub and they can just disconnect anytime they want. And really, I'm surprised they haven't disconnected. I'm surprised they're still in this game, and I'm surprised GTB are in this game. So I don't know. It's
Laid low. Its top tower is under attack.
I'm interested. Why do they call it a Dagon? Because of minimal communication. There we go. That's the answer. They call it a Dagon because minimal communication. Thank you, D2NZ.
And you know, I guess they're just trying to make light work of the game. Oh, nice RP.
They get any kills.
They get 2-3 kills and they turn it around.
Yes, they do.
great work there by 420. Probably taking factor that GTB just playing so casually and kind of mucking around and not paying any attention, and they
100% rage buyback by Quinn and Payne as well. Not happy with that. 100% rage buyback in your face.
What does it mean in terms
I
of...
don't like that I just died.
The graph says that doesn't mean anything, and that's really unfortunate. I hope
It doesn't, but it's just...
I guess it's psychologically they feel really good about sticking it out now.
It's just, you know, it's a display the fact that, you know, with this combo, with the team composition that you have, that 420 can do something, that you have this level of team fight where RP, Maledict, and Death Ward are pretty good. You know, on top of that, Fiend's Grip is pretty good, and, you know, what have you. This is kind of like a bit of a consolation prize to say, look, hey, you know, we got kind of destroyed, but whatever, this is...
Man, I'm not even anywhere near where the kills are getting picked off. I should just be like, we should just change the view to hero follow, leave it on Lifestealer or Queen of Pain, and just talk about what they're particularly doing, because I think that's where all the fun's going to be. It's not going to be in anyone else.
Queen of Pain has a particular hatred for Witch Doctor as well, because every time Queen of Pain's like, yep, jump in, Dagon combo, what have you, that's an easy kill. Yeah. Doesn't bother with anyone else. Everyone else is kind of like not existent right there.
And now they're doing this Nyx bomb, which consists of double Dagon Nyx bomb, max level Dagon at least on Queen of Pain, with a follow-up Dagon from Chen. There's nothing they can do to hold up against it. Any one of those heroes that die just to that alone.
Well, Fiend's Grip on the Lifestealer won't be enough though, because extra Dagons coming in. Dagon supports. Supporting with the Dagons.
And this
Magnus
is...
wants a
Oh,
4-person
wow.
RP.
Nice RP, but no follow-through from the team. No one left alive, really, to help. And that's going to probably be a tower. No, they're choosing to back out. Not waiting for the creep wave, probably. This is a game of Dagons, and I should be playing the Game of Thrones soundtrack right now, but somehow working in an image of a Dagon.
How's Dagon coming into play right now?
And they're just, yeah, you're right, they're just toying with them, and it is a tournament. You know, you know, sometimes you're not sure what people are doing because, you know, they can't see what we can see, but they clearly know they've got this in the bag. And they've gone very unconventional in terms of their items. So now they're just looking to, they're probably going to well farm if they can.
Well, you know, you did say earlier GD have beaten these guys, so they're not just these guys where, you know, oh, they've been real dicks and no one can beat them. Apparently GD can beat them, so we're looking forward to that game.
Yep, everyone playing.
How was that game? Talk. How was that?
Recap the game that they played that we're not even talking
GTB
about.
game.
So the game with GD went. It did go in the favour of GD. They won. I want to say the GD just won slightly on that laning phase, and that meant that they excelled into the mid game a lot easier. And there was just so many moments where GTB could have probably turned it around, but they just missed out on the initiation, or people weren't in the right place. They couldn't stack the ults right, and sometimes it's just pure luck. They just couldn't get it. But it was clearly all the way through in terms of graphs and kills and, you know, the flavour of the game. It was all in GD's basket in terms of control. They played very well, as they did in the Kiwi One in the Kiwi One challenge. Oh, another nice RP, but again no follow through, and all the Dagons coming out, and nothing they can do except this Alchemist tanking it.
Dagon counter. BKB is the ultimate Dagon counter. Everyone on GTB is like, I don't know what to do now. Can't use my Dagon. Better get out of there.
These poor guys. Chen ult used to just wait. They're turning around. They're turning around, and they're gonna go back in. Yeah, they pick off one. No, yeah, they pick off Queen of Pain. Just picks off somebody. Like, when is this gonna be over? This is a game. That's what I'm asking.
It's honestly, it's over when 420 tap out. It's over when 420 say disconnect. That's when it's over. So really, at this stage, you know, on one hand, GTB are like, you know, just not ending the game. On the other hand, 420 could have ended the game at any time now. At any point they could have ended the game, and they've chosen not to.
I think they're hoping that they can get some sort of turnaround by playing very defensively. Yeah, I'm with you.
They need about 5 team wipes to turn this around, because 25k gold is pretty significant.
Yeah, and I'm shaking my head here and just looking at the graphs and looking at the items. It's very depressing. Everybody having Dagons. Absolutely everybody has at least a level 1 Dagon, and that's just a troll game. This is a game of trolls.
Uh-oh. What is this? Queen of Pain doesn't instantly kill someone and then dies. What happened there?
Yeah, we can see all manner of abilities being used, but... Oh wait, they do kill someone. They kill 2 people. 3 people.
3 people.
What the hell is going on? I'm really confused. Dagon's not saving anyone.
Dire's middle tower is
And a cooldown coming on. Lifestealer looking to take somebody out. Probably is going to be successful. And Dagon's down somebody. Dagon's down somebody with his max level Dagon, and Team Dagon doing very well. In fact, you know, after this event, GTB should probably name themselves the Dagon team or Team Dagon.
Which is Team Troll.
Dire's top tower.
But there you go. Gods can bleed, apparently, because 3 people died before 3 people went down on GTB, and somehow 420 are getting kills. So there you go. What happens when a Queen of Pain jumps in, does a Dagon combo, and it doesn't kill somebody? Well, it means you get Fiends gripped and possibly killed. So
It's like cordwood before axe is axe. Dire's top tower.
And I'm going to play a bit
is
of a track
under
here for the
attack.
guys watching online, just to sort of sum up how I feel. The co-caster can't hear it, but it is a famous song about trolls.
oh man. I don't know what to say anymore, because
Yeah, I've stopped talking. I'm playing a song. I'm gonna link you the song so you can enjoy it.
is this a tournament game? Are we watching a tournament? I hope this isn't telling of the quality of tournaments, because this doesn't. I don't know if I'm watching a proper tournament, really, because that's. I mean, really. just say like you either end the game now or I'm gonna forfeit you GTB. Like actually, I'd say that. And if this were a land event, especially one that if it were a COG land event where I would actually have some sort of admin control, I would actually say that.
Yeah, nothing stops him, just a friendly tap on the shoulder to say, hey, this game is over and you should
Like,
end it.
I will disqualify you if you don't end the game, is seriously what will be said.
And I'm feeling quite bad here for 420, having such a terrible game. But they are at least trying to stick it out. They are trying to put up a bit of a fight, but it's like a bunch of 20-year-olds picking on a bunch of toots.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Double kill. Axe slide. Axes bleed. Helpless sounds of begging are coming from Radiant's top barracks.
Oh.
What? Radiant's top barracks have fallen. Radiant's top barracks.
And hopefully now we're going to see somebody GG. They can't honestly think they can come back from this. This should be the end
I
of the
don't know
game.
why they didn't just GG way earlier.
I think
I
now.
might even disqualify a team for not GGing, like you either GG or we're gonna disqualify, like seriously, like somebody, I want to disqualify someone.
Yeah,
because this is
and
terrible.
And we see 420 GGing out. Unfortunately, 420 being eliminated from the event, and this is the end of pool play A. 420 going home feeling very sore after just being trolled quite badly by GTB, and I don't know my thoughts on that. I'm feeling quite mixed at the moment. GTB being very successful in this match and other matches, and going on to join GD in the next pool round. And I must say this was not a particularly good game cast from a cast perspective. There are some comments on the channel saying you're missing so much, and that's just because I kind of given up casting it, because it's not really that great of a game to cast. It's clearly in the favor of one team, but I want to thank at least my my co-caster for coming along and helping out here. Big thanks to Avril for putting in the support. Gonna segue quickly just again to the two company gamers. Company Gamers Esports New Zealand, basically at this stage, MLG version. Go along to Bycraft.net, show your support, and also make yourself known to the guys who are doing Dota 2 events, because they are planning to do something very shortly. Another segue here for the Southern Cross Dota Group. Southern Cross Group being another centralized hub in terms of New Zealand and Australia. They're looking to help promote events, help people maybe develop their casting ability. That was round 6 of Pool A, the final match between GTB and 420. Just want to have a big thanks to all the guys, even the guys who are giving me negative feedback that helps me sculpt the way I'm probably going to develop my casting ability into the future. So a big shout out to those guys who are man enough to man up and say, hey, that's terrible, you should work on that, because without those guys, I'm just going to always be terrible. So thank you very much. And if you like my cast, or you want to show some support in terms of somebody who is following the Australian New Zealand scene, hit like or follow